Hey everybody, welcome back. So as some of you know who have watched my videos in the past, I've become pretty invested in the Hart tool line. So I tend to keep an eye on Walmart sales because every now and again something will pop up stupid cheap, way discounted. I mean like way more than half off. But those sales don't last long, like that 5-tool $69 kit I bought. But I found another one. In fact, I found 3 tools with sale prices like that. I found this was the most expensive one of the bunch. The 2-gallon compressor kit with a 4-amp-hour battery and charger. And I gotta say, if you walk into a Walmart store, which I do probably 2-3 times a month, maybe not quite that much, maybe twice a month, and you go to buy one of these 4-amp-hour batteries, they're 89 bucks. So I got this 2-gallon compressor kit with the battery and charger, 69 bucks on sale, marked down from something like, I forget what it was, more than double. And I was going to make a video on all of this stuff, but by the time I got to the point where I could sit and make the video, the sale had ended and they were back up to their normal price. So I'm going to get the compressor out of the box. We'll see what it comes with. We'll get the battery charged. Let's take a quick look at the box and see what they claim about it. Hart 2-gallon compressor kit, cordless convenience, flat to full tire in under 1 minute. Comes with one 4-amp-hour battery and charger. This is on the Hart 20-volt system. All their 20-volt batteries were working it, and they say it is 120 PSI. So is there any other information of any use on the box? Here's something back here. Pneumatic portability, blah, blah, bunch of rubber over mold handle. Comes with a quick release air fitting on it. 2-gallon tank, oil-free pump. Works with all Hart 20-volt batteries. Here's what I'm looking for over here. Battery, 20-volt lithium-ion, PSI 120, air delivery, and SCFM. SCFM is standard cubic feet per minute. If you're wondering what the difference between standard cubic feet per minute and regular cubic feet per minute, because I looked it up, and it's just CFM that they apply some, parameter mathematics to, like air pressure and temperature and humidity and, what you had for lunch and when the last time you got laid was. I don't know. Anyway, at 40 PSI, its SCFM rating is 0.8. And at 90 PSI, it's 0.5. 2 gallons, 82 decibels, and 16.8 pounds. It obviously doesn't really feel very heavy to me. That's probably because it's got a nice handle and it's balanced well. Anyway, let's get it out of there. Let's get some... We got some instructions. We'll read those later. Sure we will. We have the 4-amp-hour battery. Wonder if it's got any charge in it. I'll get it on the charger immediately. 4-amp-hour battery, and it's only got 1 bar of charge in it. We got the wall brick and the charger, which I am not going to use right now because I already have others. Get some of this excess cardboard out of here. All right. So there we go. I'm happy that it's so small because I think I'm planning on keeping this in a vehicle. Let's see if we can get the clear wrap off of it. There we go. There we go. So now we got it out of the box. Let's just do kind of a quick overview of it. Pretty obvious white and black coloration Hart. It's a really nice compact little unit. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. We have a gauge here for tank pressure. We have a gauge here for the outlet pressure and the regulator knob right here to change the outlet pressure. We have a quick disconnect fitting there. We have a reset button there. We have the on-off power button over there. Not seeing anything else on that side. Over here we've got, the battery goes in there. So we have the battery connection and fittings. We've got an overpressure relief valve, which you can also pull manually. There's a little label that says, for best results, only use a 4 amp hour battery. And our tank back there has a warning label with a whole bunch of lawyer speak on it. We have another big Hart symbol, lettering over here. Big branding on it, big Hart branding here on the plastic front. And we have some, let me roll it over here. We have some 4 nice squishy rubber feet, and we have a drain valve on the bottom. And there is yet another label on the bottom. What does it say? It says it's just a model number and only used with Hart battery packs. Whole bunch of stuff in a language I don't even speak. And there's a data manufacturer, I guess. Is that data manufacturer 3 of 2032? Oh no, that's when you're supposed to remove it from service. 3 of 2032. So, there it is. Pretty nice little compact unit. Everything's pretty logically laid out, I think, and makes sense. So just for size comparison, here is the small carry-around compressor that I've been using for several years now. This is the 3-gallon Harbor Freight Central Pneumatic, 100 PSI. I think I paid on sale $39 for this one. It's cheap. It only goes to 100 PSI. But you want to know something? I've never really had an issue with the thing. It's always done what I've wanted it to do. The only time it hasn't is when I ask too much of it. But there's the size comparison. And honestly, weight, I think they're about the same. They're within a pound or two of each other. It's not anything you're really going to notice. They both have a nice handle. Both handles are balanced really well. I've done roofing with this. In fact, that's why I bought this, was to carry it up on a roof, because I kept having the problem with asphalt roof shingles folding over and cracking and breaking, and I couldn't convince my insurance company to buy me a new roof. And so I just kept going up every time it happened, and I'd throw 4 or 5 new shingles on, and then I'd use Harbor Freight's pneumatic nailer to do it, because I hit my thumbs with hammers and that sucks. And I've also used this quite a bit with it, and I had no issue using either of these with that. It always worked fine. I mean, I'm not trying to do a whole roof. I'm trying to replace 5, 6, 7 shingles. One thing I'd like to know is how long it takes for a fully charged 4 amp hour battery to go from 0 on the gauge to fully charged, which is 120, but also how much added time each successive time going from 0 to fully charged is as the battery starts to run down, and also how many times one 4 amp hour battery will do it. So to make that test, I've probably charged it up and discharged it 5 or 6 times just to make sure that it's broken in and not tight anymore. There's a pressure release valve over here, and it is, for all practical purposes, empty. I got my phone down here with the stopwatch set on it. I have a fully charged, in fact, I have 2 fully charged 4 amp hour batteries. Let's get it off the charger and confirm it's fully charged. There we go, fully charged. And make sure our power's off. So I'm going to flip the power on and start the stopwatch. And then I'm going to set the phone down on the tripod, and I'll zoom through it. I'll speed it up for you guys so you don't have to watch. I got a piece of paper here to record the times as well. So there we have it. There's our first number, 2 minutes 59.71 seconds from 0 to 120, reads almost 125 on the gauge. So I'm going to write that down to 59.71. And I think the 71 is stupid, but I know you guys will harass me if I leave it out or if I round it up. I would tend to round it up and call that 3 minutes, and I think that's a pretty decent time. So I'm going to switch the power off. Okay, that's completely discharged. Let's look at our battery meter. It says 3 bars now, or 3 dots of power. I'm guessing from what I've seen and what I was doing when I was breaking it in, Looks like it's going to go down one of those dots for each full charge. Okay, let's reset the stopwatch and let's do it one more time. Okay, time to charge fully up again. On number 2 attempt was 3 minutes and 9.4 seconds. 309.04. All right, got that marked down. Let's look at our battery indicator. Battery indicator now shows 2 dots of power left in it. So switch off the compressor, and okay, we are empty. What do you guys predict on how many times this battery will charge it? I've never done it till the battery died before. I'm thinking 5. I know it'll do 4. I'm thinking it'll do 5. You ready? Let's stop the, I marked that down. I did. Let's reset that. Here we go. Number 3. Okay, there is charge number 3 from 0 to 120. We're looking at 3 minutes, 16 seconds, and 16.95 seconds. So I'm going to flip the compressor off before I accidentally pop the valve and it starts running again. So 3 minutes, 16.95. And here we go. Okay, what's our battery indicator say? Still says 2. Huh, still says 2. I was expecting it to say 1 at this point, but it still says 2 bars of charge on it. That's kind of surprising to me. Okay, here we go. This is going to be number 4. Okay, there we go. 3 minutes, 23 seconds, and 43. So 3:23:43. I'm actually fairly impressed that it's so quick. I'm tempted to bring my little Harbor Freight pancake in here and test it, but it only goes to 100 psi. Might be fun to compare it anyway. 23.43. Power it off, bleed it down. I'm actually kind of surprised. I figured the battery was going to be toast at this point, but we'll see what the charge indicator says. All right, charge indicator says 1 bar of power left in it. So, you think it'll do it a 5th time? I'm betting it will. I didn't think it would before, but I bet it will now. So, going to reset the phone, and let's do this again. Kind of doing this the hard way, aren't I? Well, we got 5 full tanks of air out of it. And this one was 3:27:81, which isn't even that much slower. It's only, what, 4 seconds slower than the previous one. 4.5 seconds thereabout. Think it'll do a 6th? I'm not sure what I think. Let's look at the battery meter. Battery meter still shows 1 bar. Let's give it a go. What do we got to lose? Okay, power's off. We are fully empty. Reset the phone. I wonder if the compressor battery is going to last longer than my phone battery. 1 bar of power left on the battery, and here we go. Okay, it did it 6 times, even though we slowed down quite a bit on that one. That one is 3 minutes, 39.17 seconds. But honestly, I was not expecting it to be able to do it a 6th time. So 339.17. I'll probably wind up rounding those out in case I do any math on it. But me and math, I'm not planning on it if I can help it. We now have no bars of signal strength, nothing. Think it'll do it again? I say we should try it. Okay, we are fully discharged. We have no bars of signal strength. I don't know what to think. These batteries are protected, these battery packs, so I'm not worried about hurting anything, so let's do it. Oh, I got to do this, reset, and let's not mess it up right at the end. Okay, stopped right there. We got about 30 seconds, 27, 28 seconds, and the battery gave out. 7, I'm going to call that. I'm feeling good about it today, so I'm going to call that 27 seconds. So 27 seconds into the 6th charge, and right up to what temperature? Right up to about 25 psi on the tank. So that's actually pretty good. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised that this could charge this 2-gallon tank 6 times complete. Wow, that's getting a little hot, isn't it? Okie doke. Time to put the battery back on the charger and get the other one out and move on to the next test. Okay, the compressor is fully charged. I am going to dial the regulator up to, I don't know, what do you think, about 100? I think about 100. There we go, up, we're a little past 100. Right about there's about 100. Let's start with the roofing nailer. Let's see if we can, do the equivalent of, a homeowner repair, 5, 6, 7, 8 shingles. I put a couple drops of oil in both of these guns and see if it still works too. Oop, not getting anything. I got 5 and now I'm not getting anything. Let me check real quick and see if I can figure out why we're not getting anything. Okay, back to work. What did I have in there? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I did 3 that nothing came out. There we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, whoops, 18, 19, 20. We dropped to about 75 psi, so that's about how far you're going to get before it has to charge back up. But let's count the nails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I put 2 in on top of each other. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then there were 3 or 4 that I hit that had no, let's try the brad nailer. We got a leak here. Let's see how many of these we can do. And of course nothing's coming out. Let's find out why. Okay, the nailer actually was working. I just had it turned up so high that it was slamming those brads in so deep. It looked like there was nothing. I tried it and that, and you can see them sticking out. So let's try it again in this. Let's see if I can avoid nailing myself. Gotta watch out for this gun. I've noticed this gun a couple times. If you're not paying attention, when you plug it in to the air, it'll pump 1 or 2 out. So you always gotta make sure. See what it did? You always gotta make sure that it's in a safe direction. And let's just try it and see what we can get. And I got a leak here too, so. What did I get? With a bad leak, I think I got 17. I think I got 17 out of it before it had to restart. And that's with a pretty good leak in that, I don't know, probably in the fitting down here. You know what? That's good enough for me for putting up a couple pieces of trim, for putting a small project together to hold while it glues, to putting a shingle or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 on. I mean, it's every bit as good as the central pneumatic one that you have to string an extension cord for. Okay, now for the inflation time test. There's my new dog, Luna. We had to put our old dog down here just this past Monday, and that really broke the wife and I's heart. So we went quickly out and found another one, and that's our new little Luna. She's a real sweetheart. Anyway, I'm going to kind of make this an abbreviated test. It's 9 a.m. and it's already 98 degrees out, and I don't really want to be out here any longer than I have to. So I think we're going to do one tire. I'm going to drop this tire from whatever it is now, and I'll tell you that, down to, I don't know, let's go down to 10 pounds, which I think is a fair amount of tire pressure for a wheel with no bead lock, and then we'll test it back all the way back up to, say, what, 30, and we'll see how it does. Got a freshly charged 4-amp-hour battery in it. I just turned it on and let it fully charge. The regulator is turned all the way up to the max, and the tire is down to 10 psi. Let me set the camera down. Hopefully that's all going to be visible. And this gauge only goes down to like 8. So there's our current reading. That is about as close to 10 pounds as I'm going to get on there. Okay, here we go. There's the stopwatch. I'm going to plug the, I got one of these things here with the built-in gauge. This gauge doesn't go below 20, but I've been keeping 30. Well, I haven't even driven the thing with these tires, but I'm thinking 30, 32 is where I want to be. So I'm going to say start, and here we go. We're at 32 on the gauge right there. I'm going to stop it. That says 1:50. Let me check it with this gauge. I think it's probably more accurate. And this one doesn't quite show 30 yet. We are now at 36 on the other gauge. This one now says 32. So 36 on the gauge that's on this, 32 on this one. I'll let you guys figure out what you think is real or not. I'll put the whole time down below, but we goofed around a bit. So I don't doubt that this compressor, if you dropped all 4 tires to 10 pounds, it'd pump all 4 back up to 30 on one battery. You'll forgive me if I don't stand out here in the 98-degree heat and do all 4, or do this one 4 times, but it's just too hot. So let's get it out of the sun. The thing to keep in mind when you're looking at what the box said, you know, flat to full in 1 minute, they're talking about starting with a full compressor tank and a 185/65 14-inch tire, not a 31 10 50 15. Okay, there you have it, my friends. That is the Hart 2-gallon 120 psi portable 20-volt air compressor, 2-gallon tank. And you know what? I'm thinking if you can get this thing, and I found this on sale for 69 bucks as a kit with the battery and the charger, which was an incredible steal in my opinion. I would think if you can find this thing for 100 bucks, you'd be a pretty happy camper. If you walk into a Walmart to buy a 4-amp-hour battery, that battery on the shelf is $89 without a charger. This kit comes with a 4-amp-hour battery and a charger and the compressor. I didn't see any accessories in with it, but I don't care. It came with the quick disconnect, and that actually is the one I use at home. So that was a big bonus for me. So for the right price, this thing is pretty darn good. I certainly had no problems running roofing nails with it, running 18-gauge brads, or pumping up a 31 by 1050. Anyway, stay tuned, and we will test the other 2 I bought in that sale as well. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and all that stuff. Bye for now.